You're with us here on a fresh new edition of Trading Hour. It's a Tuesday morning. The market's doing very well. We're up 90 points plus. And this after what we saw yesterday, which was basically about a 55 point bounce from the day's low, bodes pretty well. I mean, actually, even today, the market's up about 50 points from the open. So this is a good-looking screen. 10,832 is where we find ourselves at. I mean, the two areas which are really pushing the things up are the IT index. I mean, it's up the most, sectorally speaking. And then there is the energy pack, which actually had been doing pretty poorly over the last many trading sessions. And today it's got that boost coming in from RIL. And what a move Reliance has been having. It started slow and slowly built up to the day's high. About 2.6, 2.7% in the green. 1,126 is where we stand. I mean, then there is real estate, media, etc., which are doing well as well. But all in all, it's a pretty good-looking screen. And this, I guess, is in line with what we're seeing around Asian markets. Most Asia is higher as we speak. Ekta, morning.
Hi, Prashant. Yes, absolutely. Well, the big global cue will be that big Brexit vote that we'll be watching out for. But nonetheless, a lot of stocks to talk about back home in our market. So you did mention Reliance Industries, which is really taking top honors today. A lot of brokerage notes which have in fact come out, and the numbers come out this week as well. So that's something that we'll be watching out for. Wipro, which comes out with its numbers on the 18th of Jan, they're going to be announcing, they're going to be considering a bonus. So that stock is in focus and bouncing around on account of that. ICICI Securities on account of a weak Q3, and a couple of others such as Yes Bank, which is in focus, Jet Airways, you know, for respective news pieces there. So let's see whether that culminates or not. Zee Entertainment, KPIT, both of these stocks in focus ahead of their numbers today. So a lot to discuss, but as of now, we have Sudarshan Sukhani joining in to give us his top technical picks at this hour. So Darshan, hi, over to you. Strategies on the Nifty as well as in terms of stocks.
Yeah, good morning again. Well, you know, in this show for many days now, I've been saying we are bullish. We expect the markets to go up. Now the markets have not gone up till today, but they have not fallen. So these were difficult days. Luckily, the market now gives a sense that it's willing to go higher, and it's showing that. So my view on the Nifty remains the same. Be long in the Nifty, be long in the Nifty Bank. Look at a target of 11,100 or even 11,200 for the Nifty. Be patient because this market will reward us when it wants. If you don't have a long position, even at current levels, there is justification for buying the index because there seems to be a lot of headroom here. Individual stocks today are also mainly on the large cap side because large caps are doing well. So starting with HDFC Bank, that heavyweight, which I think is appropriate for buying today. Consider buying HDFC Bank, it's leading the banks. Consider buying Reliance, same reason, it's leading the Nifty. And consider buying Asian Paints, which is recovering from a small dip, and also the lower crude is helping it. So three large cap buys and buying is suggested in the indices.
Two names which we will discuss with our researchers in a bit, Yes Bank and Jet. Sudarshan, what would you recommend?
Oh no, I would not touch Jet at all. What for? You know, for months and years this company has been bleeding. Now suddenly management cannot turn it around. All this is just market speculation, and the market overreacts and shows exuberance when there is no need. Jet is a horrible chart pattern, don't touch it. Yes Bank is a different story. If you want to take a speculative position, do it. But because we have options in other banks also, I don't have to take a position there. But it is possible to buy it.
Zee Entertainment?
No, I would not touch Zee Entertainment. Zee is in a mini bear market. Why should we go for it?
Okay. All right, Sudarshan, well, we have a Twitter query for you. We have Dhruv, who's written in. He's a student. He has one share of Page Industries at 24,900. He wants to know whether to hold or sell.
I think he should sell. The point is that this 2019 is not going to be the year of big rewards for mid caps. So get out of it and then focus on large caps this year.
You don't think it'll get back to its buy price also?
No, but how would I know when the buy price will come? I think it's much, but it's a very small loss, difference, and the best thing is to get out of it.
Okay, thanks very much, Sudarshan. Appreciate you joining in and taking us through what you're making of the market, trade, some advice as well. I mean, three-digit gains in the Nifty now, 100 points, 10,837 is where we stand. And it's a strong looking screen. We're at the day's high, by the way, 10,841. Yeah, pushing higher as we speak. We said we will talk about Yes Bank, and Yes Bank it is. It's a top gainer on the Nifty. Reports that Deutsche Bank's Ravneet Gill is actually number one, leading the race to succeed Rana Kapoor as CEO and Managing Director. Abhishek Kothari has the information. He's with us with that. Abhishek, morning.
Morning, Prashant. So, Ravneet Gill, the CEO of Deutsche Bank, is the number one candidate to replace, Rana Kapoor as the MD and CEO as per the board which has decided and given the name to RBI. So, just to highlight our viewers, RBI has been given names in hierarchy of the preference of the board. So, number one is, Ravneet Gill. Number two is Rajat Monga. Ravneet Gill has led Deutsche Bank in India for 6 years and has 30 years of experience across various bank verticals or divisions. So the candidature may get swift RBI approval given the fact that only 6 months back RBI had renewed the term of Ravneet Gill in Deutsche Bank itself. So due diligence time that RBI actually requires may be much lesser in terms of Ravneet Gill's requirement. Just to alert again our viewers, Rajat Monga is the number 2 candidate given by the board to RBI, and Yes Bank has refrained from commenting on our story. Back to you.
Okay, all right, Abhishek, thanks very much for that. Well, it's no stopping Yes Bank. That stock has gained 10% in the span of just 2 trading sessions at current reckoning. That stock is now back to around 200 rupees, up 4%. But the big stock for today also has to be Reliance Industries. It's coming out with its numbers on Thursday. And we have Sonia joining in with some brokerage notes in terms of a preview as well as their overall expectation. Sonia.
Well, thanks a lot for that. Yes, Reliance is up ahead of its numbers on Thursday. Goldman Sachs has put out a report where they say that Q3 FY19 will be a stable quarter for Reliance. In fact, it could surprise investors on the upside given the volatility in the hydrocarbons business. But they are expecting the volatility in the hydrocarbons business to be offset by a very strong consumer business. And they say that the retail business is something that could really surprise on the upside. They expect Reliance's EBITDA to double by FY21, and they maintain a buy with a target price of 1380 on the stock. CLSA also echoes this view. In fact, they have a very high target price of 1500 rupees. They say that there's a humongous $550 billion retail opportunity that beckons for Reliance Industries. And there are a couple of triggers which indicate that Reliance's retail revenues could rise over 12 times to $137 billion by 2028. Now, they're saying that Reliance is doing a couple of things. One is they are bundling up the product offerings with geo connections, and large physical store presence could give Reliance a big lead in the electronic space. Also, their wide portfolio of premium fashion brand joint ventures will keep it at the forefront as premiumization plays out. And what they're also doing is they're testing an e-commerce platform where they're listing a lot of mom and pop stores, and that could catapult their position in the food and grocery business. So they're expecting Reliance to get to 25% market share in the retail space versus low double digit currently. And that's the reason why the stock perhaps is also in the green today.
Sonia, thank you very much for that. RIL pushing the Nifty up the most. Let's move on to Jet. I mean, 16% pop yesterday. Our colleague Ritu Singh has been reporting on this. The lenders are meeting tomorrow to finalize and talk about a resolution plan for the airline. Ritu is joining us with those details. Ritu, morning.
Morning, Prashant. Yes, tomorrow is the important day where all the lenders of Jet Airways will get together, to finalize the resolution plan for the company, which we have been reporting on, as per the banking sources that we've been speaking with. Etihad, we understand, will increase its stake by bringing in more capital into the aviation company. So the current stake is at 24%, and FDI norms allow a foreign airline to own up to 49%. We're yet not sure up to how much the stake will be hiked, but yes, as part of the overall restructuring, banks will also convert some of the 8,000 crore rupee debt into equity, and which means the SBI-led consortium will also then own a stake in Jet Airways. The third tranche of this resolution plan is that, Naresh Goyal has to step down. That is something that has been made very clear. His shareholding in Jet Airways, we understand, post the restructuring will fall to almost half of what it currently is. And the voting rights that Naresh Goyal has will also be capped at about 10%. In addition, we understand that his board seat, will be given to Nivan Goyal, who is his son, in a compromise of sorts that has been reached with the bankers. So broadly, these are the contours that are being worked with. The final plan will have to be approved by the lenders, who are going to be meeting tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have more of an update by then. But, it is an important one to watch out for.
Yes, absolutely. Well, 300 rupees for that particular stock. If you just look at the 52-week high for Jet, it was at around 843 rupees, and the 52-week low at 163. So you can see it's been quite a rally from the lows, but it still has a long way to go to get to those levels. But thanks, Ritu, for that. Tomorrow and this week will probably be very important for Jet Airways, and we'll keep tracking that news very closely for you.